You ever put off something for so long that now you're afraid of it? So just for some context, hello, my name is Allie. I was born in the United States and I moved to Belgium when I was 21. Every year since I've moved, I have made a video in January outlining the intentions and goals of the upcoming year and reviewing the goals and such that I had the previous year. Simple enough. First, let us summarize 2019 as a whole. I turned 25. Howie turned 5. My husband and I celebrated 3 years of marriage. I celebrated 3 years of living abroad. And I officially began my 5th year of eating plant-based. So that's exciting. Personally, my favorite part of 2019 was fostering a couple of snails. Their names were Stanley and Rex. I love them very much. While cutting vegetables from warmer climates, we found some snails inside and I loved them so much and I let them go in the summer. I don't know if they're gonna survive in Belgium. I don't know if they're an invasive species and I just destroyed y'all's country. So sorry if that's the case and I miss them, but snails are high maintenance. I just hope they're thriving. In June, I was able to visit my family in the United States, which is always so important and precious, but it was extra special because I got to see some family members that I literally have not seen in a decade. Lawrence and I visited Germany for a weekend, but my favorite part was the sushi that we found. My favorite part of traveling is the food. That's all I care about. Bring me the food. In the first New Year's type video that I made, first New Year's I had in Belgium, one of my biggest goals was to make friends. And in 2019, I really solidified some friendships and I made some new ones. Like true friends, not just like people I see sometimes, not just acquaintances, but like people that I talk to often, people that I see often. That's a true gift. I re-entered language courses at the end of 2019, which I've had a very strenuous on and off relationship with, but I finally realized this is not something that I can put off. This is not something I can dodge. I need to just get it done. Learn this as much as possible so I can continue with my life without facing so many barriers. It was through the class at the end of this year that really made the language start to click. I actually feel like ik spreek een beetje Nederlands terug, so thank goodness. I completed the integration course that I needed for my citizenship, which was not a chore at all. I looked forward to it so much. I learned a lot. I now know that you have to take the lids off your jars before you recycle them. I celebrated my Patreon's first birthday. As of August, my Patreon turned 1 year old. I could not be more thankful. It's so cool to have such a fun community. It's just a nice ass place. It's an ass place. Just thank you. 1 whole year? Wow. 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 In my opinion, the biggest thing that happened in 2019 is that I figured out roughly what I want to do with myself, long-term goal, career-wise. Ever since I had to leave university the first time, I have been through several existential crises trying to figure out what the heck is next, what else am I good at, what else is realistic, what can I possibly do, what fits in my life, what am I passionate about, you know? And it was in this past year where I was actually able to face myself again and have those kinds of conversations with myself and determine what would work. It was kind of like a little conference with current me, idealized me, and like sick me to be like, we can all work together. What works? And I think I have an answer for the most part. I at least have the feel. I think I'm there. I think it's gonna happen. And we'll get into that. But first, 2019 goals. 2017 was about gaining weight. 2018 was about maintaining the weight. And so I would like 2019 to be about using it, making myself strong. Are fitness goals ever gonna actually happen? Let's be honest, probably not. For about half of 2019, I was working a pretty intensive job with 12-hour shifts and you're on your feet the entire time with only 1 break and you're lifting heavy things and all this stuff. So I wouldn't say it's an excuse, but it's definitely an explanation as to why that goal just didn't kick off as strong as it should have. But as far as priorities are concerned, I was much more happy to be working than to be going to the gym and spending money I didn't have. But I don't just want a strong bod, I want a stronger brain, and that's why I would like to read 15 books this year. I read 18 books in 2019. Here they are. Here are all 18 books. They were mostly okay. And so these are my top 3 of those, and they'll all be listed down below, don't worry. Continue on with Dutch classes. I found some more advanced courses. It's gonna be a lot more serious. Those courses that I'm talking about, I'm starting in a month. Sometimes things take longer than you expected. We'll get into it a bit more later, but I was working. I finally got a job, and I just wanted to put it on hold because I had not been working for years. So I wanted to push myself and just deal with Dutch later, and that's what I'm doing now. So another thing that I need to do for mental health is track my moods. So I
god, this is super cute bullet journal.
I did that. Oh my gosh. Here she is. I did it for the entire year. I had so much fun with this and it was so helpful and I discovered a lot of nonsense. And by nonsense, I mean like very important information about myself. Like, wow, look at December. What a great time. I tracked my feelings. I tracked my habits. It helped me understand what was more chemical, what was more situational, helped me understand which habits actually influence my mood and which ones are just like, nice things to do. This isn't even going to be a goal for this year because it's just second nature at this point. I don't even have to worry about it. I'm going to keep doing it.
I would like to continue my collages. They will be on my art Instagram, instagram.com/AllisonAnimates.
I did this. It's no longer Allison Animates. It's instagram.com/AllisonTheMaking. Same page, different name. I just haven't animated in years. I didn't feel like I deserved such a title. But I made 13 collages this year. How exciting, how fun, how great.
And it's definitely my goal to continue doing YouTube.
Yeah, I uploaded 25 videos in 2019. That's pretty good in my opinion. I'm just happy to be continuing. Ever since I was, when did I start? I was 11, I think, when I started making YouTube videos. 14 years. And I feel like as of the last year, I've sort of found a kind of groove as far as what I like sharing, what I like filming, what I like doing. And that's really nice. Say what you will about vlogging, but I like vlogging and y'all like that I vlog. It's nice to combine home movies with feelings and progress and productivity. It's just nice.
This year, I will release an EP. I'm doing it. I'm afraid I'll fail again, so I'm just gonna say it very confidently. I'm doing it.
Why do I keep saying this? I don't understand why I keep saying this. I hate everything that I write. I like to sing. I like to write stories and personal essays and things of that nature. The second I try combining them, I can't. Sometimes it's good to take a step back and recognize your failures and say there's a reason this didn't work out, and that's because I really don't want to.
I need to get ready more days. Just because I don't have somewhere to go doesn't mean I don't need to like put on pants.
Wear more pants 2019.
I love this goal and I recommend you try it if you're feeling funky. It really pushed me to get off the couch and do more things because I was wearing people clothes and people do people things.
Yeah, I need to make more money. I need a job of some kind.
Okay. I had a job from January-ish to May-ish. And I was like, oh, this job strictly because I got so sick that I was sent to the emergency room. Doctor and I decided that I was on a medication that I no longer needed to be on. It would be beneficial and healthier for me to no longer take this medication. And he said that if we followed the specific trajectory of removing medication from me, that it would be okay. However, I went through very dangerous withdrawal symptoms. I was dehydrated. I was throwing up for 10 days. I lost a lot of weight. I couldn't stand, etc. And so my job told me, we don't want a sick person. So I don't work there anymore. Then I got a job at a specialty coffee place and I worked there for 3 weeks. I had told them that my Dutch wasn't that good. We did my interview in English. We did my training in English, but I guess they had no idea just how weak my Dutch skills were. Yeah, I just wasn't. So they said, yeah, you can't do the job. And I was like, you are so right. We were on the same page. I felt it. They felt it. So technically, I did get a job twice, but did I keep either of them? No. What I really like about all of this is that I would have stayed in either of these jobs despite me not belonging or fitting into them or people not wanting me or whatever negative, whatever. It was just so comfortable to stay there because I liked my coworkers, I liked the work, I liked the product I was selling, I liked having an income. And so it really broke my heart to lose 2 jobs in 1 year, especially because I had never lost a job before. I've been working since I was 14 and I've never ever been let go of any place ever. It's a very specific brand of heartbreak that I was not at all prepared for. But in telling you guys these updates throughout the year, you were also nice and supportive and telling me that these things fell apart so better things can grow and all these things. And when it hurts, really hard to take that and believe it. But y'all were right. My perspective on that has changed very much. Thank you, failures. So now let's go over the goals for 2020. Last year I read 18 books, so I'm going to raise the stakes ever so slightly and put my goal at 20 books. 20 books for 2020. Over the next 365 days, I would like to dedicate the majority of my life and existence towards 2 very specific goals. But big goals are stronger if they have little goals supporting them. I would like to put care in those aspects in hopes to support the bigger goals, but not put any kind of limit or amount or expectation on any of them so they don't feel like big burden chore situations that then make me do less of everything. These limitless goals include continue making collages, continue making YouTube videos, and continue exercising when I can. So I'll be making art. Don't know how much. I'll be continuing to move my body. Don't know how often. And I'll definitely still be making YouTube videos for you guys. Can I promise a frequency? No, but that's how it's always been. So I'm here. So now the two major goals of this year are to speak Dutch. Officially, confidently say that I can speak Dutch. I can work in Dutch. I can have a non-specified conversation in Dutch. I can speak Dutch. According to the trajectory of the classes that I will be switching over to, I will have enough Dutch skills by mid-August to partake in my second big goal. And that is to go back to school. I'm going back to school. It's university, but it's not a bachelor's. That's what they call hogeschool, which is university, but university with your hands. They have a difference between university with a book and university with your hands. I do believe it will be a 3-year program, and I do believe it will be starting in September if I can get my Dutch good enough. And then I'll be, like, for the first time, like, do you understand? Do you understand? This is the first time in almost 5 years that I have a long-term plan, that I'm on some kind of path towards something. It feels so good. It feels so good. Do you know what I'm studying? No, because I want it to be a little more official. I want it to be set in stone. I want me to have signed a contract. You'll understand what I mean by that. But once I do that, once I make it official, of course I will tell you, but I just don't want to jinx it. You know what I mean? I'm nervous. My armpits are itchy. Finally admitting it. Finally saying it out loud to people other than my parents and my husband and Deidre. Education is just such a beautiful privilege that I cannot wait to be a part of again. Oh my god. I love school. I do have one silly little goal that ties into Dutch. When I first moved here, Lawrence bought me the Harry Potter series in het Nederlands, and I can't read them. I can't read them yet. If I can go to college by the end of this summer, I should be able to read Harry Potter. So I would like to start the series this year in Dutch. I want to have that ability. Let's see how much I can read now. Harry Potter and de Steen der Wijze. De jongen die bleef leven. The boy that stayed alive. I can understand it a little bit more than before. Okay, it's gonna happen. So that's it, man. 2020. That's what my 2020 has in store for me. What does your 2020 have in store for you? I really want to know, even if it's the little things. The little things matter so much. See you soon with the vlog. Bye!